Hello everyone, this is Varda from the Speakopedia. Today this podcast is very special for me as it's my birthday. And I'm getting 20 years old and entering the second decade of my life. And as the title of this episode goes, entering into 20s be like. Hence, I'll be expressing what exactly a teenager goes through. Actually, there are many physical changes that happen to us, but they are most of the times commonly discussed and there are no big issues about it. The mental and emotional events which take place inside us in an incognito mode are the need of the hour to be spoken. So, to begin with, the most important and major change that we go through is communication. There is a sudden drift in the communication with our parents, especially. This is what I have witnessed. I am not always able to speak to them. It's not about awkwardness or embarrassment, but sometimes it goes like they just don't understand. I do give up many a time saying, इन्हें बोलकर क्या ही होगा. But that's what I recently realized is wrong. Talking to our parents is necessary. Maximum times there is a chance that they won't take our situation seriously or would just cover it up with their mindsets and thoughts telling like, हमारे समय में ऐसा होता था, वैसा होता था and all. But trust me, there is at least relief to our heart that yes, somebody knows about the problem. What I have observed is parents don't interfere because they want us to get resistant to the problems and face them. Having said that, here's my word of urge to all the parents listening me. 99% of you just don't know what your child exactly feels. Mark the word feel. हमारी दुनिया का और आपकी दुनिया का कोई कनेक्शन ही नहीं है. There are even times, when I felt that my parents are already hip with their problems. Why should I pour more into it? But don't you think this is wrong? We should have a healthy communication. Dear parents, I know that we people don't listen to you. Most of your advices are old traditional, conservative. There is a generation gap, of course. But यार, at least सुन तो लो हम क्या कहना चाहते हैं. क्यों कहना चाहते हैं. आप तो डिसीजन देके फ्री हो जाते हो, पर बाद में हम सफर करते. The next one is emotional balancing. The most difficult one. And especially for boys, I guess. रोना आए भी तो रो नहीं सकते आप. Have you ever locked yourself, cried the harder, washed your face and came out as if everything is alright? Then congratulations buddy. बड़े हो गए तुम. This is a phase when we turn from an adolescent to adult. The hormones are now well developed, be it happiness, excitement, their fear, pain, grief. But the more vulnerable to the risk of depression are the anger, fear, pain and grief. But they are not usually expelled out. No, never. They are just locked inside us. The whole day a happy-going person at the night turns off the light, takes the rug over his or her head, holds the pillow tight, headphones on high and eyes full with tears. Happens. With everyone. And the reason is not always breakup, But what I say is, or what I actually believe is, खुल के रोगे नहीं तो खुल के हंसोगे कैसे? We get quickly hypered and are short-tempered. But that's completely alright. I personally have stopped calming myself whenever I'm angry. I let it come out and I don't care about anyone anymore. The real ones will always accept your flaws and stay with you. Trust me. Moving further, 20s is the time when सारे double meaning jokes समझ आने लगते हैं. I am the one who is a bit humorous, so most of the times, even if I crack an innocent joke, the friends of mine, for no reason, take out some other meaning and have monster laughs on it. By the way, this is the period when we actually make some good friends, spend the best moments, have blissful rides and events. It's all colorful when it comes to friends, colleges, events, parties, etc., etc. But choosing friends wisely remains another great task of responsibility though. While discussing about this topic, I asked Shubham that what are his views on attraction, and he asked me what kind of attraction are you talking about. And then it actually struck my mind that there are not only gender attractions, but there are also others like social media, clubs, alcohols, drugs, etc., etc. These are the negative ones, but there are positive ones also, like the spiritual attraction, gym, getting artholic, etc. I myself was attracted to the spirituality in the last year, and eventually it actually took me out of the phase of depression. And talking about the recent one is gym. I'm obsessed with the vibe there. Let the dumbbells make some noise. And the thing which I realized was the goals we had in our childhood are not at all relative anymore. We also start getting introvert or confined. Like, मुझे कोई function attend नहीं करना है. I don't want to give any kind of so-called interviews with the relatives there. At the same time, it is also like, अगर मेरे cousins आ रहे हैं, then I'm coming. Or else, शादी मुबारक. We just start enjoying our own company, and I would hardly bear anyone attacking my personal space. And I remembered the most embarrassing thing. You are in a mob and your parents call you by your nickname. I'm like, no, I don't know who they are and why they are calling me like that. I mean, that sounds so awkward, yaar. अच्छा खासा नाम रखा है, तो उसका कृपया करके इस्तेमाल करें. I've stopped reacting now, seriously. Talking about the loneliness, I'll say I am alone over the top. No matter, I have few good friends, handful of work to do, a happy family, but when it comes to sharing of feelings and thoughts, I am alone. Remember, loneliness and being alone are two different things. Being alone means that you enjoy your company. You are happy with yourself. And that's necessary for all of us to be happy and satisfied with ourselves. Do fall in love with yourself before getting into someone else. The next thing with the context of our future is very significant, and that is decision making. And we guys are always confused. But trust me, there is a need for us to remain focused. There's no harm in trying out things, but at least see that you are focused with your work and trials, whatever. There are 110 distractions all around us. A good decision making in every aspect is important, be it relationship, job application, business, choices, etc. etc. One decision can change your life apart. 20s are the time when we aim for getting self-independent. Maybe very less of them hustle out, पर हर किसी को लगता है कि इस बार खुद की कमाई से माँ को साड़ी और पापा को एक घड़ी गिफ्ट कर दूं. कुछ लोग कोशिश में लग जाते हैं और कुछ लोग ख्वाब देखते सो जाते हैं. But this thing remains constant that every month, and that's I call it as inner guilt of mine for asking for pocket money. And for me, every time my mom is the source. I tell her and then the demand is put forward in front of dad. Though he never denies, but damn, how come every time there's the same buck pinching me? How should I ask for money? But पैसे मिलने के बाद expenses लिखना भूल जाते हैं. But yeah, I'm learning now to keep the expenses, Ashminak. Trust me, this is the time for us to dare and take risks. These are just my makings that we should take risks, specifically financial risks, at this age because our parents are yet earning and we don't have a responsibility of nourishing our family. And the urge to learn in us is more. And this goes on that we all have those relatives and friends who act as villains and are always like, don't do this, don't do that. Just say go to hell and do what you feel. Let me clarify, I'm saying this with the reference of our career. Resource out, map out, learn, invest, discuss with people you trust and make it happen. अब नहीं करोगे तो कब करोगे? सक्सेस आएगा तो जीत हमारी होगी, फेलियर आएगा तो सीख भी हमारी ही होगी. Let's take the steering wheel of our life into our hands before someone else ruins it. Up to 18 plus हो गए हो. So, this was it. A heartful and mindful expression of my feelings here. And what could be the greatest happiness on this birthday other than getting this episode published? Birthday is just an account I took to speak about what and all a teenager goes through. And if I'm not wrong, there's much left yet. But don't worry, I won't stretch it for another year. We'll have it sooner. So signing off until next time. Till then, take care.